Imagine holding something in your palm that's so common, it's often ignored, dropped, even vacuumed up without a second thought. Now, imagine that same object quietly holding a value of over $200,000. Yes, a single 2000 Lincoln Memorial penny. No mint mark. Worth nearly $250,000. You might be thinking, come on, it's just a penny. But here's the shocking truth. Not all pennies are created equal. And one small detail might be the only thing standing between you and life-changing wealth. Today, we're uncovering the story behind this rare gem, how to spot it, what makes it so valuable, and why thousands of collectors are scrambling to find just one. So stay with me. By the end of this video, you might just be checking every coin jar in your house. Because pennies like this don't stay hidden forever. Wait, when was the last time you even looked at a penny before tossing it in your cup holder? Exactly. That's the kind of mindset that lets $200,000 slip through your fingers. Let's dive in. Part 1, the story behind the coin. It's the year 2000. Y2K fears have come and gone. The internet is taking off. Blockbuster still rules Friday nights. And the US Mint is busy striking billions, yes, billions, of Lincoln Memorial cents. Most of them, ordinary, but a tiny number came out flawed. And that flaw? It's now your golden ticket. This penny has no mint mark, and while that might seem insignificant, it's everything. Mint marks are tiny letters that tell us where a coin was made. For the year 2000, nearly all pennies were struck in either Denver or Philadelphia. But the Philadelphia pennies usually have no mint mark. So why is this special? Because some of the 2000 no mint mark pennies show errors and die varieties so rare, so perfect in imperfection, that they've become holy grails among collectors. Point 1 coin, in nearly pristine condition, sold for over $200,000, and that number continues to climb in private auctions. And just wait until you hear how the tiniest flaw can skyrocket your penny's value into six figures. But first, let's talk about what to look for, because not every 2000 penny will make you rich, but some will. Part 2, the errors and what makes it worth so much. What exactly makes this penny so special? There are a few key markers. Double die errors. If the inscriptions on the coin, like Liberty or In God We Trust, look shadowed, doubled, or strange, you may have a double die variety. Off-center strikes. If Lincoln's head is shifted far to one side, or if part of the design is missing due to a misaligned strike, that's a jackpot waiting to happen. Clean fields, sharp details. A coin in near-perfect condition, known as MS 67 or higher by graders, can multiply its value overnight. If your penny looks like it went through a garbage disposal, don't get your hopes up just yet. We're talking clean, crisp, and preserved, not pocket lint survivors. But here's the thing. These coins are out there. People have found them in couch cushions, gas stations, even stuck in the cracks of their hardwood floors. And with online marketplaces buzzing and collectors paying premiums, the window to cash in might be closing faster than you think. Part 3, market value and the bigger picture right now. Top condition 2000 no mint mark pennies have sold for over $200,000. Lower grade but still rare versions can fetch thousands. Let that sink in. A coin you'd toss aside at a vending machine could fund your retirement. And the reason? Demand, rarity, condition, story. The coin market is booming. Why? Because collectors are shifting their investments to physical assets. Coins, especially error coins, are like owning history. And history is one of the few things that doesn't depreciate with time. So how do you know if your penny is the one? Let's get to the part that could literally change your life. How to check your coin right now. Go grab your coin jar. Seriously, I'll wait. Now, hold up any 2000 penny. Look just below the date. Is there a mint mark? If not, good start. Now inspect it closely. Look for doubling, off-center strikes, errors, anything that looks off in a precise kind of way. Still unsure? Coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and certify your coin, and that's what turns a maybe into a moneymaker. Now imagine this, walking into a coin show with a penny, and walking out with a check big enough to pay off your house. It's not a fantasy. It's happening to everyday people. All because they looked at something the rest of the world ignored. Don't be the person who finds out too late. If you've made it this far, you're already ahead of the game, so don't stop now. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we've got more coins to reveal, more values to uncover, and more chances for you to turn spare change into a wealthy lifestyle. And if you've got a story about a rare coin you found or sold, drop it in the comments. You never know who you might inspire. Imagine digging through a jar of pennies on your kitchen counter and accidentally brushing past a small, dull copper coin worth over $200,000. Now imagine tossing it in a vending machine for a bottle of soda. Painful, isn't it? Today, we're uncovering a forgotten treasure hiding in plain sight. The 2001 Lincoln Memorial 1-cent penny with no mint mark. This tiny piece of copper could be your ticket to a six-figure payday. That's right. Some versions of this penny have recently been valued at over $201,000. And here's the kicker. Most people throw them away without a second glance. But you're about to find out what makes this coin so valuable, how to spot one, and what to do if you have it.so. Before you cash in your spare change or roll your pennies for the bank, stay with me. This isn't just about coins. It's about the opportunity hiding right in your home. Now, let's dig in. Let's start with the basics. The 2001 Lincoln penny was minted in the billions. Common, ordinary, forgettable, until you realize that some have no mint mark, and that tiny missing detail. It can mean the difference between 1 cent and one life-changing windfall. The mint mark tells us where a coin was produced. No mint mark typically means Philadelphia, but here's where things get fascinating. Several rare 2001 pennies were struck with die errors, double dies, and most importantly, a missing mint mark in perfect condition. Collectors have gone wild over these rare variations. In auctions, verified coins have sold for tens of thousands, and one uncirculated, error-heavy penny went $4,201,000. What if I already spent one without knowing? Or worse, what if it's still somewhere in my house, and I never knew its value? Those questions are exactly why you're here. Because missing out on this opportunity is more than disappointing. It's devastating. Still with me? Great. Let's dive into what makes your penny special, or just spare change. No visible mint mark beneath the year. Sharp strike details with no flattening. Lincoln's jacket should have visible lines. Reverse side, the memorial building, should be clean, centered, and without doubling. Look for oddities, misalignments, doubling, or unusual thickness. And if you really want to know, take it to a coin expert or use a microscope at home. Some errors are barely visible to the naked eye. Let me pause and ask, when was the last time you checked your old coin jar? Because right now, that boring pile of pennies might look very different, doesn't it? Let's be real for a second. If you're like me, you've used your couch cushions as a coin bank more times than you'd admit. And that one penny from 2001 that you used to prop up a wobbly table leg. Yeah, you might owe it an apology. Now that you know what to look for, what happens if you actually find one? Don't clean the coin, ever. Collectors want original condition, even if it's dirty. Photograph both sides in clear lighting. Get a professional appraisal. Try a certified coin dealer or an auction house like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. If it checks out, congratulations. You could be holding one of the most valuable pennies in modern American history. Remember, this isn't just about money, it's about what that money means. Imagine paying off debt, helping your kids through college, buying the car you've always wanted. Or finally retiring early, with peace of mind. All because of a forgotten penny in your junk drawer. That's the power of knowing what to look for. That's the power of this knowledge. And here's something even crazier. There's another Lincoln penny from 1995, also with no mint mark, that just crossed $1 million at auction. Think today's coin was rare? Wait until you see what that one looks like. But for that, you'll need to hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. So, if you've made it this far, you now hold the key to unlocking value most people overlook every day. Subscribe for more tips on rare coins worth real money. Drop a comment if you found any 2001 pennies in your collection. And share this video because one penny could change someone's life. Now go check that change jar. Because fortune doesn't always come with fanfare. Sometimes, it jingles softly in your pocket. Imagine this. You're digging through an old drawer, maybe looking for a pen or a paperclip, and you spot a worn-out penny. It looks ordinary, faded, barely worth a glance. But here's the catch, it might be worth $202,000. Yes, you heard that right. 1 penny. One coin, no mint mark, and it could turn your entire financial life upside down. Let that sink in. What if that forgotten little cent sitting in your house right now is your ticket out of debt, out of your 9 to 5, or even into early retirement? This isn't fantasy. This is the incredible story of the 2002 No Mint Mark Lincoln Memorial Penny, a coin that collectors are paying over $202,000 for. And today we're going to unlock exactly why. Before we dive in, quick question: when's the last time you actually looked closely at a penny? I mean, really examined it. Because by the end of this video, you might find yourself flipping through every coin jar in the house. Let's begin. The history of a seemingly ordinary coin, the 2002 Lincoln Memorial Penny. Made of copper-plated zinc, weighing just 2.5 grams. And at first glance, nothing special. But sometimes what's missing is what matters most. This particular version comes without a mint mark, which means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Most 2002 pennies from Philly are worth, well, a penny. But here's where things get interesting. A small batch from that year was struck with rare minting errors. We're talking about double dies, off-center strikes, and in some cases, unusual metallic composition or even ghosted designs, errors so rare, they've turned these coins into treasure troves. And yes, collectors have paid up to $202,000 for one of these rare error coins. So how do you know if your 2002 No Mint Mark penny is worth that fortune? Patience, we're getting there. But first, a quick mental reset. Ever think about how wild it is that the change in your car's cup holder might be worth more than the car itself? Yeah, let that one sit. Scene 2. What makes this penny so valuable? Let's talk specifics. There are 3 main traits that can make your 2002 penny skyrocket in value. 1. Minting errors. Look for doubling on Lincoln's face, especially around the eyes or chin. Look closely at the word Liberty. If the letters appear shadowed or slightly echoed, boom, you might have a double die. Point 2. Die rotation. If Lincoln's portrait or the memorial on the back isn't perfectly aligned, that could be a rotational error. And collectors love these misfits. Point 3. Condition. Coin grading matters. A 2002 No Mint Mark penny graded MS 68 or higher can go for 6 figures. That's because pristine coins are nearly impossible to find after decades in circulation. Still with me? Good, because now we get to the juicy part. The millionaire moment that changed everything. One man. Let's call him Dave. Early 60s, divorced, working part-time at a hardware store. On a rainy Tuesday, he decided to finally roll up all the loose coins in his house. He found a 2002 penny. No mint mark, but something looked off. He almost tossed it aside, but something told him to check. That tiny pause, that moment of curiosity, changed his life. It turned out to be a rare double die with immaculate condition. Graded MS 67. He sold it for just under $200,000. He paid off his mortgage. Bought a small condo in Florida. Retired a year later. All from a coin most of us would walk past in a parking lot. Still think your spare change is just clutter? Let's move on. Go on a penny hunt. Grab that coffee jar. Dump out that drawer. Check the car console. You're not just looking for coins, you're looking for clues to wealth. Specifically, any 2002 penny with no mint mark. Use a magnifying glass if you have one. Better yet, take clear photos and post them on coin forums or get a free appraisal at your local coin shop. Know the signs: no mint mark, unusual textures, strange doubling, off-center strikes, smooth edges, wrong color tone. If anything looks odd, it might just be valuable. Preserve and profit if you find one. Don't clean it. Don't touch it too much. Store it in a coin holder and get it professionally graded. This one small step can mean the difference between a few bucks and a few $100,000. Because here's the hard truth. Coins like this get thrown away every single day, or spent at vending machines, or handed to kids who put them in piggy banks for 20 years. The real tragedy. Most people never even know what they had. Final thought and cliffhanger: and what if I told you this 2002 penny isn't even the most valuable one out there? There's another coin from the early 2000s, even rarer, even more mysterious, and it just might be sitting in your pocket right now. But that's a story for another video. So if you want to discover the next hidden gem, if you're serious about turning forgotten coins into fortune, hit that subscribe button now. Turn on notifications. You don't want to miss what's coming. Because this isn't just about coins. It's about changing your life, 1 cent at a time. Thanks for watching. Drop a comment if you've ever found an unusual penny, or if you're checking your stash now. Share this video with someone who loves old coins, and remember, sometimes the smallest things hold the biggest secrets. Have you ever thrown a penny in the trash? Or dropped one on the ground and walked away like it meant nothing? What if I told you that one of those pennies could have been worth over $200,000? Yes, 1 cent, just one, from 2003, no mint mark, sitting in your drawer, or worse, lost forever in a vending machine. You see, in the world of rare coins, it's not always the shiny silver dollars or gold eagles that hold massive value. Sometimes it's the quiet ones, the overlooked, the humble penny. And this isn't just about pocket change. This is about life-changing money. We're talking about a 2003 Lincoln Memorial penny without a mint mark that recently shocked collectors by reaching a market value of $203,000. Now, before you sprint to your coin jar, stick with me, because what you're about to learn might just change the way you look at every coin in your possession. So why is this ordinary-looking penny worth more than some people's homes? Let's dig into the mystery. And trust me, you'll never ignore your pennies again. Let's rewind to 2003. This was a year when most people were watching flip phones, not coins. The Lincoln Memorial penny was still the standard, small, coppery, reliable. But something went wrong, or maybe incredibly right, with a limited number of those coins. They were struck without a mint mark. No D for Denver. No P for Philadelphia. Just Lincoln's iconic profile and silence. That's what makes this coin a ghost among its kind. Rare, mysterious, valuable. Normally, pennies from Philadelphia don't have a mint mark. But here's the twist. This specific version of the 2003 penny was struck with a rare die error, creating unique anomalies on the coin's surface. Some collectors even report doubling effects, irregularities in Lincoln's eye, or distortion in the memorial building on the reverse. And that's what makes all the difference. Think of it like a misprint on a dollar bill, an accident that becomes an asset. But unlike a bill that might get destroyed or pulled, these pennies made it into circulation. That means some are still out there, right now, unnoticed, underappreciated, undervalued. Quick pattern interrupt. Okay, now, honest question, when's the last time you inspected a penny like it held secrets? Exactly. But that habit is about to change. Because collectors and auction houses are now scrambling to locate these rare 2003 no-mint mark specimens with error variations. And when they do find one in excellent condition, the bidding war begins. These coins can reach values from $10,000 to $200,000 or more, depending on their grade and rarity. And here's the kicker. Some of these gems have been found in pocket change, estate sales, and even old piggy banks. Let me tell you a story. A 58-year-old retired electrician from Ohio found one while cleaning out his late father's coin collection. At first, he thought it was just sentimental. But after a quick evaluation, he walked away with $141,000 in cash. For a single penny, how many times do we overlook what's sitting right in front of us? So, what do you do now? First, grab a magnifying glass. Then, go through every 2003 Lincoln penny you can find. Look for one without a mint mark, especially those that show signs of doubling, off-centering, or unusual surface textures. Then, get it graded by a reputable service. Even a slightly worn specimen could be worth thousands. But if you find one in mint or near-mint condition, you might be staring at a six-figure future. Still think pennies are worthless? Here's the real truth. Your coin jar isn't just clutter. It's a treasure chest. Your drawers, your glove box, your coffee can filled with old change. They're not junk. They're opportunity. And here's the cliffhanger. Some experts believe there's a second, even rarer variety of the 2003 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that hasn't even surfaced yet. If you're the one to find it, you might not just make money, you might make history. Imagine turning 1 cent into $200,000 and using that to launch your dream life. Travel, real estate, retirement, debt-free living, all from something that used to slip between couch cushions. This isn't a fairy tale. It's real, and it's waiting for you. Before you go, make sure you hit that subscribe button because every week we dive deep into coins just like this. Old, rare, valuable, and hiding in plain sight. Turn your curiosity into cash. Turn your change into change. Stay alert, Stay inspired and start searching because your $1,000,000 coin might be waiting in the very next penny you pick up. Imagine checking your old coin jar and pulling out a single penny that could change your entire financial future. 1 cent ordinary, brown, almost ignored. But this isn't just any penny. It's the 2004 No Mint Mark Lincoln Memorial Penny, and it's worth over $200,000. Now ask yourself this. How many pennies have slipped through your hands in a lifetime? Could you have already lost a fortune without knowing? You might be thinking, a penny worth over $200,000? Is that even real? The answer is yes. And today you'll find out exactly why this unassuming little coin is making headlines, lighting up auctions, and quietly turning everyday Americans into overnight millionaires. But here's the catch. Only a few people even know what to look for. The rest? They'll toss it into the change tray at the gas station, so grab a drink, pull out your coin stash, and stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how much it's worth, and how to potentially sell it for a life-changing payday. And if you're wondering, what's so special about a penny from 2004? Well, you're not alone. Keep watching. The truth may just blow your mind. Let's rewind to the year 2004. Facebook had just launched. The world was still using flip phones, and the US Mint was quietly producing billions of pennies like they always had. But something happened during that run. A rare mistake. A glitch in the system. Some Lincoln Memorial pennies were struck without any mint mark. Now, that might not sound like a big deal, until you realize that the Philadelphia Mint typically does not use a mint mark on pennies. So how is this one different? It all comes down to two things: strike errors and condition. Most pennies are mass-produced to the point of being disposable. But in rare cases, a minting anomaly, like a double die, off-center strike, die crack, or even a planchet issue, can dramatically increase a coin's value. The 2004 No Mint Mark penny has become a hot topic because a small number were struck with extremely unusual features, especially in the memorial building columns and Lincoln's profile. And here's where it gets exciting. One of these coins, in pristine uncirculated condition with verified anomalies, recently sold for $204,000 at auction. Yes, you heard that right. From couch change to six figures. Now, before you rush to check your car cup holders, let me throw in a pattern interrupt here. Have you ever thought your spare change could be your retirement plan? I mean, who needs crypto when your pennies are moonwalking past the $200,000 mark? Alright, back to business. To identify if your 2004 penny is the jackpot kind, here's what to look for. No mint mark under the date. This is expected from Philadelphia. But the money's in the errors. Flawless luster. Uncirculated or near mint coins skyrocket in value. Doubling or misaligned prints, especially on Lincoln's face or the lettering. Smooth, raised edges, with no signs of post-mint damage at all. And here's a little cliffhanger. There's a rumor among collectors about a ghost strike 2004 penny that shows a faint impression of another coin layered beneath. If that coin surfaces, experts say it could push the value beyond $500,000. Yeah. 1 penny. $500,000. So now you know. That small copper coin in your kitchen drawer could secretly be a golden ticket. But here's the scary part: thousands of these coins have likely already vanished, spent, lost, or destroyed, because people just didn't know what to look for. Don't let that be your story. Start checking your pennies today. Look at every 2004 Lincoln cent with fresh eyes. Hold it to the light. Examine the details. That $200,000 coin could be sitting under your nose right now. And here's your next step: don't keep this knowledge to yourself. Share this video with friends and family, especially the ones who always carry change. You never know who might be holding a fortune in their front pocket. Want more tips on identifying rare coins worth serious money? Want to learn how to sell them the right way and avoid the sharks? Hit that subscribe button right now. Turn on the bell so you don't miss our next video, where we reveal a 1992 penny worth over $850,000 and how it's connected to a printing mistake nobody noticed for 20 years. Your journey to a wealthier lifestyle could start with just 1 penny. Thanks for watching. Now go find your treasure.